everybody! I'm here today to talk to you about some parallel parking secrets for the driving test. These are some secrets for parallel parking on the driving test that will help you pass. Without further ado, let's get right into the video. Secret number one. Make sure no one's listening because it's a secret. Secret number one is to choose the method that works best for you. That's right. There are many different parallel parking methods. Many different ways that you can parallel park a car. But you got to choose the method that works best for you. In addition, if where you live has a specific preferred method for parallel parking, then you might want to choose that one for the driving test and learn it down pat. Because if they like a certain one better, if they think that you should use a certain one, then use that one. However, in most places, they're going to let you use whichever one you want to, but choose the one that works best for you. We are all different. We all prefer different ways of doing things, so choose the one that works for you. Why would you use one that's hard for you when you can use one that's easy for you? It's as simple as that. Parallel parking secret number two is to choose the best spot if you are allowed to. So basically, you want to choose a spot that is more than big enough. Now, in some places, the driving test examiner will tell you to parallel park in that specific spot. And in that scenario, you can't choose your spot. But in other places and with other examiners, the driving test examiner will tell you parallel park in any spot on this street. If there's multiple options, they might give you the option. In that case, obviously choose the biggest one. Why would you choose one? Like, don't try and show off because you might risk hitting a car, hitting the curb, blah, blah, blah. Choose the biggest one and you'll have the best chance at succeeding. Make it easy for yourself, and that is how you will be helped in passing the driving test. That will help you pass the driving test. You want to make it easy for yourself. So both of those first two go hand in hand together with making it easy for yourself. You want to choose the method that works best for you, and you want to choose the best spot, the biggest spot. That's it, and that's how you're gonna make it easy for yourself. Secret number three is look around constantly, okay? When you're parallel parking, you don't want to just go like this and then parallel park the whole time. No. When you're parallel parking, you're reversing a car. Therefore, you should treat it similarly to reversing, meaning you got to look everywhere all the time. You're constantly checking your mirrors, looking out the side, the front, and out the back. Constantly, like this, moving your head. Your head basically should never be still, like staring somewhere. You should be constantly scanning. Okay? Very simple. Just like that, constantly. And you want to kind of slightly exaggerate your head movements, simply because if you're going like this, they don't know that you're checking your mirrors. But if you go like this, they know that you are. You don't want to lose points on things where they're wondering, okay? Secret number four is follow the step-by-step instructions exactly for parallel parking. Now, you see, when you parallel park, there are going to be instructions you have to follow. A lot of people can't parallel park, or they struggle with parallel parking because they're not following the instructions exactly. They're doing their own little spin on it, and that's not right, because if you want to use the instructions, you got to follow them exactly. With most parallel parking methods, they're not going to give you much give or take. They're going to tell you exactly when to turn the wheel and exactly how much. Follow the instructions exactly and you'll have no problem parallel parking. Secret number five is going to be center your car between the car in front of you and the car behind you. Now, after you get yourself into that spot, you want to center your car roughly centered in that spot, okay? If you're a little too far back, then the car behind you won't have enough space, or won't have as much space as it could have. If you're too far forward in that spot, then the car in front of you won't have as much space as that car can have. And the examiner might look at that as a negative aspect of your parallel parking. So with that being said, center your car in the spot. It's as simple as that. Last but not least, parallel parking secret number 6 is ask nicely for a second try if you need to, or even ask nicely for a third try if you need to. Depending on the driving test examiner, I don't want to say many driving test examiners, but depending on the examiner, they might give you a second try or even a third try if you messed up the first one, especially if you just messed up slightly. If you mounted the curb, you're on the grass, you're probably not going to get a second try. But if you just brush the curb, if you just messed up the arc of the actual turn of the parallel park, then, you know, like I said, if that's the situation, then they're probably going to give you a second or even a third chance. Don't tell them I told you this, but ask very nicely. And if you have to, just explain the fact that you're nervous and you always parallel park really well, but you're nervous for the driving test, so that's definitely going to affect your ability to parallel park properly, if you know what I'm saying, okay? And that's it. Those are some parallel parking secrets for the driving test that will help you pass your driving test. It's as simple as that. If you liked the video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think down below as a comment. And of course, be sure to subscribe for more great car and driving videos just like this one. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.